name is Ni Made Widekusuma Yanti from 5F class of English Language Education at Ganesha University of Education. Well, in this video, I would like to explain a teaching activity using grammar translation method that focus on two language skills, which are reading and writing skills. I will explain the teaching activity with recount text as the topic for 10th grade students. Before I explain more about the teaching activity, the first thing is, what is grammar translation method? Grammar translation method, or GTM, is a traditional method of teaching English as foreign language. This method adapting from a classical method of teaching Greek and Latin. With this method, students are focused on grammatical rules, translations, memorization of vocabulary, writing exercise, and others that help students to read grammatically and help students to be able to read the target language of literary works. So this method emphasizes two language skills, which are reading skills and writing skills. There are several techniques that will help teacher in implementing grammar translation method in class. In this teaching activity, I will use two techniques. The first one is the antonym or synonym technique, and the other one is use words in sentences technique. Activity in the antonym or synonym technique is teacher will give a text to the students and ask them to read it first, and then students are asked to find the antonym or the synonym of the some words in the text given and try to understand the meaning of the words. And the other technique is use words in sentences. In here, teacher will ask students to make their own sentences with the vocabulary items that they find before. And the topic that I choose in this teaching activity based on the curriculum for 10th grade students is recount text. Recount text is a text that retell the past events or experience in chronological order for the purpose of entertaining and informing the reader. Recount text has three generic structure. The first one is orientation, which is the introduction or background information of the story. And the second one is events, which is the core of the story, and all parts will be told in sequence from the beginning until the end. And the last one is reorientation, which is the conclusion of the story, includes the opinion of the writer and closure. And all texts has their own characteristics or language features to differentiate the text, so as the recount text. Recount text usually use past tense with action verbs and temporal sequence, and then usually use specific participants, and the last is usually use conjunctions to tell the sequence of the story. Now I would like to explain the teaching activity using two techniques in grammar translation method, which are the antonym or synonym technique and use words in sentences technique. Before I introduce the material, we will start the class with a brainstorming activity, and I prepared two colors of sticky notes. In here, the green one is for the antonym and the yellow one is for the synonym. I will show these colors of sticky notes, and I will show the green one, which means that I show the antonym parts, and students try to answer what is the antonym of the words written here, also for the synonym here. And I believe with this activity, students will recall their memory of the vocabulary they know and enrich their vocabulary list. After the brainstorming activity, I introduce the material, which is recount text, and explain it briefly for the students. And after the students know about the elements of the text, I give a recount text about someone's experience, and the text is a trip to Labuan Bajo. I asked students to read it carefully and try to find 10 verbs in the text. After that, the students are asked to find 5 synonyms and 5 antonyms of the 10 verbs that they already found in the text. And then the students start to make their own sentences using those antonym and synonym words. If there is other time, I ask them to make a recount text based on their experience and pay attention with the language features in the text they will write. From those activities, the students enhance their vocabulary and improve two language skills, which are reading skills and writing skills. The improvisations of reading skills for the students is from reading the recount text and finding the verbs in the text given. And the improvisations of writing skills for the students is when they make their own sentences from the antonym and synonym activity, and writing exercise in making their experience in the form of recount text. So that's all about the teaching activity using grammar translation method with two techniques that improve writing and reading skills for the students. I hope it's clear enough and you guys can get the beneficial information from my video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. See you!